Hi, I'm Bala. I evangelize design in every aspect of my life. I was born in Rajkot in Gujarat. I'm a Tamilian, but I've lived all over the country. In Bombay, in Bhopal, in Secunderabad, and other places. I finished my schooling from Madras, which is now called Chennai, and I applied to NID because I thought it was a very interesting institute. I was 16 and a half when I went into NID, and my parents were very supportive of the fact that I've chosen a different field. My creative streak comes from my mother. She and I used to do projects from school, and she used to enjoy getting materials of different kinds and using them in the project. NID made me a thinker, and I grew physically and mentally at NID. And I realized that I owed a lot of my thinking to NID way of education. Our faculty, MP Ranjan, was one of the famous designers of this country. One of those who pushed us to the next level. And he'll say, "Have you done a prototype? Try and make a working prototype. Have you made a working prototype? Try and take it to the next level of marketing it." After NID, I got into a small company in Bhopal, which was making television models. From there, I went on to designing refrigerators and drills and torches and tractors and a whole lot of other products. Those were the days when the work was not available all the time. You had to make cold calls, go and explain to the company as to what you can do, and then tell them to involve you in the process of designing and get them to see results. So in the process, actually, I was educating them, and education is something which came naturally to me, I realized. So I decided to give back to society by teaching at various places. I traveled all over the country. I've taught at every design college possible, and it's given me a lot in return. That's why I call myself a design evangelist. As a design evangelist, I also like to write about design. I have a blog which is called Design Desh, which talks about the national issues which happens in India about design. I also write in major newspapers like Times of India and Economic Times. Besides design, the other passion I have is films. I enjoy watching films, and I even set up a film studies group at NID when I was a student. And I founded the Design Institute at JKLU. In 2019, when we started, we were very clear that we didn't want to repeat anything that's being done by everybody else. We got faculty from all over the place, from all the best institutes possible in this country and abroad. Besides films, my other interest is travel. The profession has taken me to 20 different states in the country, and I've worked in all these places. And I've traveled, and I've enjoyed traveling, even abroad. My Oxfam project took me to Europe. I managed to visit the centers where the products were sold, and managed to find out about the cultural differences, which helped me in the profession as well. I always say you can't put a gun on somebody's head to do design. But if you have the passion, and I would love to encourage them to get into design. So in our process, we always look for talent, which we can use to make them into designers.